Why, hello there, YouTube fans, and I'm back. We're going to try something new. This is the Xbox One and Forza 5. Currently, you can see my Camaro there. Cars for, yeah. So, all stuff's here. Yay, I'm in the career locker. So, I'm going to go ahead and continue the career. And I'm going to do American Muscle Revival. There's 6 races remaining. And we're leaving the Top Gear loop. Now, for future reference, I'm no longer going to be doing any of the loading screens because they drive me absolutely crazy and they take forever. So what I'm going to do is I'm showing you that the loading screens take forever. And from now on, I'm just going to go ahead and have it posted at the start of the race before I start, and I'll let you know which one each one is. So as I go to launch them, you can get an idea of what's going on. Now, we see here this is a signature event. So race to the field, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so customized my car, yay. Now, and again, for future reference, we're going to be in the pre-race screen when I go ahead and do this, and you can see where I'm rated and where everybody else is rated and so forth and so on. So what I'm going to try and do is so that you guys know, and there's a handful of people I know out there that, oh, I like the racing games and so forth, but I can't race. I run into things, etc. So, and I've got a friend of mine that does this. So on this one, I'm going to try and walk through. Now, I do have to apologize beforehand. This game is based on Drivitars. That is, after you race a certain amount, the Xbox One learns your driving styles, preferences, your preferred lines, and so forth, and it tries to drive that way, either cautiously or aggressively or so forth. So if you see your gamer tag hop up and we go into a corner and I door check you, it's nothing personal. It's a Drivitar. I've had Drivitars come over and stick me in the wall for no apparent reason, but that they can. So it's kind of a catch-22, just what it is. So here's the starting grid. Let's go ahead and look at the starting grid. Who's on here? Oh, we got a lot of people on here. So again, if you see your gamer tag on here, and for the record, starting in 12th position, Mr. Saliza, if you've been watching the channel at all, you know exactly who she is. She'll be starting in 12th. Jurg, who is another friend of mine, is starting in 13th, and another buddy of mine, and if you've been following his channel at all, you know Jojo Pet, he's starting in 15th. So this is going to get a little interesting. We do the lineup. Now at the beginning, everybody, oh, well, you have to start and you press the gas at a certain time during the countdown. Doesn't really matter. Just hold gas down. You get a count to 3 and here we go. Next rival is Mama Bear. Okay. So I'm accelerating up through the hill and I'm trying to stay off of Jurg, who's knocking me out. And now this is a I have the preferred line on, so it shows me where the preferred line is, and it lets me see where I need to accelerate and, more importantly, brake. The yellow and the red mean you're going too fast into this particular turn. So, and again, I know I mentioned earlier I was going to be doing where I accelerate and brake and so forth, but on this first lap, trying to get through all these people, I'm going to take a hot break from that and wonder why they're brake checking in front of me. Okay, again, I go back to, I want to reiterate the statement I said before. If I door check you or give you a good bumper check like this person here, you want that line? Fine, sit down there. Then it's nothing personal. It's how your Drivitar is acting on the track. You pull over in somebody and hit the front of somebody and hit the brakes, you're going to take my nose off, I'm going to move you. Excuse me, sir. Kind of a colossal pain in the butt, but there you go. Now, nothing personal to that particular driver, but you stop or brake in the middle of a gas zone, you have an entire line down there, sir. You need to hold on to your line and not mine. Now we're going to accelerate off. So on the second lap, here we go. Is our starting grid positions. You're going to gas uphill. So we're going to gas uphill. Going into the first turn, I want you to take it a little wide. I brake a little bit early on this one only because this is a really sketchy track. Feather the accelerator till you get through. Now, since this is a Camaro, it's going to have a whole lot of torque and want to step out on you. And it also wants to do a whole lot of drifting. That was ugly. Still gave me a good turn. Some of those little warnings you can see because of the sunlight glaring on the track, as you saw there. But fortunately for me, I'm so used to racing this particular track, I know where the braking point is. I'm going to gas all the way through the arc there. Give myself a run off. There we go. Perfect turn. That was a nice setup and execute. Oh, too much down on the inside. That was dirty. Dirty, dirty, dirty. Chop that corner. That's a no-no, sir. Not going to want to do that. Brake and turn, accelerate down. You're going to want to feather the throttle here, maybe tap the brakes depending on how hot you're going, i.e. how fast. Perfect turn, really ugly, but it gave it to me. A little bit of drift as we slide into that turn there. Always brake easy on the hairpin, because no matter how fast you think you're going, odds are you're going a little bit faster than that. So we come back to finish lap 2. There's start finish line. We're going to go into lap 3 now. We're accelerating down, going into the first turn here. There's my brake zone. That's why you brake early, kids. Otherwise that car will want to come around on you. Well, depending upon the car. Now, the one good thing with Forza is you can do a lot of modifications to the vehicle. You can upgrade it, downgrade it, change the class of the car on most cars. There's a lot of different things you can do with these vehicles, and you can acclimate them to the way you like to drive. So let's say it's got a little too much power and you want a little more control. Okay, I want it to turn more instead of drift. Okay, I can go fix that. And I'm so not explaining the turn. So brake again. A lot of them are kind of give me points. Feather the throttle there because you don't want to end up out in the sand. We're going to accelerate up the hill. I'm already a second slower than I was last time. Boo hiss. Brake going up. Brake going into the turn so we don't end up in the dirt and kitty litter over there. Accelerate down here and feather the throttle. Once you know where you can get traction and you get used to your car, of course it doesn't hurt that I've driven this particular automobile before. Maybe not to the extent that we do in the game, but I slowed way down, lost a lot of time, tore up that fine brand new automobile, and on the way across the line we hit the brakes, slide sideways because we can, neener, and pull on out. So there you go, Laguna Seca in a Camaro, and I broke it. There's an old comedian years and years and years and years, decades ago, back in the 50s actually. His name is Brother Dave Gardner, and one of the routines is there's a driver, and the owner, the guy that has him drive, says, "What did you do to that fine brand new automobile?" He says, "I broke it." Well, dun dun dun. Unfortunately, the guys at the shop are not going to be happy with me because I destroyed the Camaro there. But I climbed 128 128,488 slots from 238,417 to 109,927 in the world. Now, yippee, most people don't care. Well, when you start worrying about times and so forth, then you worry about that, leaderboards and so forth. For me, I just want to go turn some laps and have some fun. Alright guys, well, that's going to be Laguna Seca in the Camaro, classic Camaro, and we'll do some more of these later, and until next time, later!